Okay, I'm going to help you with number 10. I think number 10 is one of the hardest and um, longest trigonometry identity functions that I have solved for you. Hopefully you find it easier than what I'm warning you. Here, me and OCL yesterday, we were solving it during lunch, during tutorials, and it came out to be, we used 3 sticky notes, didn't we? What was it hard? Was it hard, OCL, for you?
Well, once you explained it, it was kind of easy. But if you didn't have good luck with algebra 2, you probably would have
Would get lost?
Yeah.
Okay. So was it the trick part of it was hard or math skills?
Math skill.
And was it mainly what? Algebra 2?
Yeah.
Mainly algebra 2. Okay. Let's get it started. On question. Guys, do you suggest I start from right or left? Left? Okay, let's do left. And we've been over it. There's a reason it has 2 fractions, it's chunkier, it has more materials for me to convert. So what I'm going to do, am I going to change the top of each fraction? Am I? No. Reason? Because it's loud. Because I want the mic to pick your voice. Why? Why? Oh, the question was why I'm not changing the tops. It's already sine and cosine. Now, the bottom, however, I'm going to change it to 1 minus cosine over theta over sine over theta, and 1 minus sine of theta over cosine of theta. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine the denominator of each fraction. What is the denominator of my first fraction, Celeste? I know, but what is it? Can you read it up to me? Yeah. Over sine. Now, can I combine it as it is? No. Thank you. What do I need to do? This is 1 over 1, by the way, right? What do I need to multiply the first fraction? What is the bottom? Sine. I'm going to multiply by sine of theta, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want the bottom of them to be the same. And OCL, what do I need to multiply this with? Cosecant, because, okay, I want to get their denominators the same. Now, what I'm going to end up having, and I'm going to rewrite it, I am going to have sine. Oh, they're 2 fractions, aren't they? And then I have cosine. Over here, I have, this is what I had. I'm just copying, not doing anything really. And then I'm going to change my color, and I'm going to put my converted one right here. Same thing. Remember, it was 1. So when you multiply the top and bottom to sine of theta, it will become sine of theta over sine of theta. And as you can see, it is still 1. Don't do this step. If you cancel them out, you're still going to get 1. So this is this. It's equal. We just change the format of it. But don't draw those lines. Anyway, I think I forgot to go ahead and record. So the step that you see right here is just combining the bottom of each fraction, which is also made out of 2 fractions. The bottom of them, as you can see, I boxed them in yellow and blue boxes. And all I did, I subtracted the top because each one of them needs to be subtracted. That's all I did. Anyway, now what I have is a fraction over a fraction. Why is this a fraction? Because this is technically sine over 1, and this is cosine over 1, right? And what I'm going to do, a lot of you are used to, and you know why. You simply go, I'm going to cancel this with this, and I'm going to cancel this with this. If you know how to do that, fine. Go ahead and do it if you want to. But that's not the case right here. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go top to top, bottom to bottom, or near to near. So what I'm going to have, I'm going to write it right here. Far, far, on the top. Sine times sine is what? Sine square of it. Same thing right here. Far, far, cosine times cosine. Cosine square. And then near, near, at the bottom. Do I need to put times 1? This is being multiplied to this. Same thing right here. Cosine minus sine times 1. But I'm not writing times 1. Now, there is an algebra trick for next line. I'm going to pause the video, let you copy it, and then I'm going to come back and explain to you how I will be making the bottom of these two fractions the same. So, look at the bottom. One of them is cosine minus sine. One of them is sine minus cosine. Are they the same? If they were addition, sine plus cosine is same as cosine plus sine. But if you're subtracting, that's not the case. Guys, in algebra, and I'm going to put a reminder right here. Reminder. A minus B. How can I turn it B minus A? What do I need to do to make it B minus A? What do I need to do? All I need to do is multiply it by a negative 1. And if I do that, what's going to happen? Negative 1 times A, what would it become? Negative A. Negative times negative B. Correct? Are we good? If I organize this a little bit better, that would be B minus A. Right? Correct? So, for A minus B to become B minus A, all you have to do is multiply it by a negative 1. So, the question is this. Now that I have sine of theta minus cosine of theta, what do I need to do to make it cosine of theta minus sine of theta? What do I need to do? Multiply it by negative 1. And that's what I'm going to do. See what happens? Minus sine of theta plus cosine of theta. And if I reorganize it, bring this on the front, cosine of theta, keep the signs of every term, and that's what I'm going to get. All I did was multiply it by a negative 1. So that was a quick reminder. So guys, at the denominator of these two, I have the similar case. What do I need? I need to change one of them to the other one. Which one do you want to change? I'm going to change the first one. I am going to change the first one so it would be like the denominator of the second one. So I'm going to keep the second one. I'm going to keep it the same. Cosine of theta minus sine of theta. And on the top, I'm going to have cosine of square of theta, correct? However, I'm going to multiply this by a negative 1. And I'm going to get, just like what I did over there, I'm going to get what? Negative sine plus cosine, or minus sine. Woohoo! Now they're the same. Now they're the same. But if you multiply a negative 1 to the bottom of a fraction, what do I need to do? Hey. So now the top of it is negative sine square of theta. Got it? The rest is easy. Let me pause the video for you to analyze that in your all heads. Okay, now the denominator of both of the fractions are the same. So I'm going to write one of them and combine it. Cosine minus sine of theta. On the top, I'm going to have negative sine square plus cosine square. Right? Right? Next level, I'm just going to put cosine square at the beginning and sine square after that. Well, see, I think we did a little bit easier this time, didn't we?
Just in the beginning,
We multiplied those two together, and it made it longer. Yeah. Now, quick reminder that we've been doing this. A squared minus B squared is what? A plus B, A minus B. Do you see the same thing happening here? What do you convert it to? Cosine of theta plus sine minus. And at the bottom, you have that. And now, what can I cancel? Now I can cancel because they're being multiplied. There's no addition or a negative here. I can cancel top with bottom if they're the same. And they are. Look at this with this. I can cancel them. And my final answer would be cosine plus sine. Did I get what I needed to? Did I? Yes. Oh, wow, I can't even fit it. So that's what I was looking for. And lucky for us, that's what I got.